"Daddy, your brother wants to kill you!" That scream shattered the silence like glass. A 6-year-old boy, barefoot, tears in his eyes, stood shaking at the top of a dark staircase. Downstairs, in the shadows, a man was already inside the house, knife in hand, no alarms, no calls, no time, and the man he came to kill was his own brother. What happened next wasn't just shocking, it changed the meaning of family forever. The wind howled outside the Atlanta mansion as thunder rattled the windows. Rain lashed against the glass like nails scratching at the house's soul. Ethan Weller stood in his home office, sleeves rolled up, sipping cold coffee at 2:13 a.m. CEO of one of the fastest-growing tech firms in the South, he was used to late nights. But this one felt different. He couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Then came the scream, a blood-curdling, raw scream from upstairs. He dropped the mug. It shattered. "Mason!" Ethan raced up the stairs, 2 at a time. His son, 6-year-old Mason, stood barefoot at the top, shaking, clutching his Batman plush. His eyes weren't just afraid, they were horrified. "Daddy, your brother's in the house," Mason whimpered. Ethan froze. "What are you talking about, buddy? Uncle Caleb's in. He's in the hallway, Daddy. He has a knife. He wants to hurt you." The air left Ethan's lungs. His estranged brother, Caleb, hadn't been to the house in years. Not since the fight. Not since he had tried to steal from Ethan's company. Not since their father's funeral. But as he reached to pull Mason into his arms, a floorboard creaked downstairs. Mason grabbed his face. "Don't go down. He said if you saw him, he'd kill you." Ethan's stomach turned. All those sleepless nights. The strange texts from unknown numbers. The feeling of being watched. And now the one person he once called family was inside his home, with his child in danger. Ethan locked the door to Mason's room and silently moved toward the security panel. Dead. No lights. He cursed under his breath. Caleb had cut the system. He reached for his phone. No signal. Every bar gone. He wasn't just being watched. He was being hunted. He whispered to Mason, "Hide in the closet. Don't come out until I say." Mason shook his head, crying, "No, Daddy, please don't go. He said he hates you." Ethan knelt, pressing his forehead to his son's. "I love you more than anything. I need you to be brave, just like Mommy said you are." Mason swallowed his tears and crawled inside. Ethan stepped out of the room, barefoot, silent, heart pounding. The house was dark. Power cut. He moved toward the stairs, gripping a fireplace poker. "Caleb!" he hissed into the dark. "You don't want to do this." Silence. Then laughter. Cold. Twisted. "You stole everything, Ethan. Dad's company, my future, even your perfect little family. You think you can just forget about me?" A shadow moved fast. Too fast. Ethan turned. Slam! The poker flew from his hand. Caleb tackled him down the stairs. They tumbled, smashing into furniture. Ethan's shoulder cracked against the wall. Pain shot through him. "I begged you to help me," Caleb growled, pinning him. "You turned your back on your own blood." "I gave you chance after chance," Ethan roared. "You lied. You stole." They wrestled on the floor. Caleb raised the knife, and then a scream. "Mason! Daddy!" Caleb looked up just in time to see Mason at the top of the stairs, holding Mommy's urn. With everything in his tiny arms, Mason threw it. The urn smashed into Caleb's head. Ashes exploded across the room. Caleb screamed, falling back. Blood. Ash. Silence. Ethan crawled to his son. Mason leapt into his arms, shaking. "I heard you scream. I couldn't stay." Ethan held him close. "You saved me, buddy. You saved us both." But it wasn't over yet. Sirens screamed through the night. Police tackled Caleb before he could crawl away. As they handcuffed him, he kept muttering one word over and over, "Deserved, deserved." The officers found the knife. They found duct tape in Caleb's car, rope, a plan to kidnap Mason. As detectives took statements, one officer looked Ethan in the eye. "Your boy saved your life." Ethan looked at Mason, who now sat quietly, holding the shattered urn of his mother. "He's stronger than I'll ever be." That night, in the hospital, as his shoulder was wrapped, Ethan thought about everything, about how being a CEO didn't protect him from betrayal, about how wealth, power, none of it mattered when your own brother saw you as the enemy, and how the tiniest voice in the house was the only one who truly saw the danger. Mason asked softly, "Is Uncle Caleb going to come back?" Ethan swallowed hard. "Not for a long, long time." "Will Mommy be mad I threw her ashes?" Ethan laughed through tears. "No, buddy. She'd say you were the bravest knight she ever met." Mason smiled, just a little, and Ethan knew, no matter how broken the past, the future was still theirs to protect, and this time nothing would ever get through again.